What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Show and Tech. So these are the PaMu Slide Minis, and they're the update to the very popular PaMu Slides. Now, these ones I don't think are appropriately named because of the fact that they lack that whole sliding mechanism that kind of made them sort of special. So if you've seen my previous videos where we talked about the Liberty 2 Pros and how the case has that nice satisfying slide on it, the last version of the PaMu Slides had that. These ones, while they don't have that sliding cover, they still share the same shape as the original PaMu Slides. The PaMu Slide Minis have a very impressive list of specs, especially coming in at their price point. So right now you can grab these off of Amazon for $69 US or $78 Canadian. Now these feature a Qualcomm aptX connection, around 10 hours of playback with 30 total when using the charging case, an IPX6 water and dust resistance rating, 2 complementary sets of tips, so both a shallow set and a deeper set, and you can tell the difference based on the color. So one is a very deep black while the other is more transparent. You've got touch controls, dual mic noise reduction for clear phone calls, and finally USB Type-C and Qi charging. So 5 minutes of charging will give you 1 hour of use. So the overall design of the PaMu Slide Minis are one that we're very used to seeing now at this point. So it's your typical stock style, sort of AirPods reminiscent design. So these ones remind me more so of the Skull Candy Indies in that they're a little bit bigger, the base is a bit wider, and the way that they look in your ears is a little bit more pronounced. They're not going to be as small as some of the other buds that you'll see out there. As for the charging case, it's very small and compact, fits very easily into your pocket. In terms of other cases that are similar to this one, this kind of reminds me of the Jabra 75T case. So very small, very easy to open, and it also has a very powerful magnet on the inside so that when you have your buds resting inside of these, and let's say you accidentally open the case or whatever it might be, you might have it open and turn it upside down for whatever reason, you're good to know that the PaMu Slide Minis will absolutely not fall out. And as mentioned earlier, something that I definitely love about these is the fact that they feature a USB-C charging port on the back, which is huge. Can't stand seeing micro SD charging ports on truly wireless earbuds in 2020. And then number 2 is the fact that these are Qi charging enabled. So I love the idea of being able to just have one charger set up in the house that I can throw my phone on or throw any number of the earbuds that I own on it without having to worry about having extra cables and charging bricks and all of these things. It just makes it a lot more convenient to use. And so, shameless plug, if you haven't entered yourself into our giveaway of the Anker PowerWave wireless Qi charger, then I'll leave a card up here which explains all that you need to do to enter and also gives you a lot of information on just how good the Anker PowerWave is. So enough about the design, let's talk about the practicality of the PaMu Slide Mini. So overall, as I said, the design of these is pretty nice. It does fit relatively comfortably in my ears. Now, I always think that I have a pretty unique ear shape. The reason why I say that is because a lot of the times when I have issues with earbuds, my friends and other people that I look at using those same earbuds don't seem to have the same problems as me. So overall, putting these in initially, I don't have any issues with that whatsoever. One thing I do wish is that the ear tips went a little bit deeper into my ear canal to create a much better seal. So I've gone through and I've tried all the different earbuds that are included with the packaging, and I just find that I have issues creating that proper seal in order to get the maximum amount of bass and sound quality. They do have a pretty nice finish on the exterior of the earbuds, and that just helps to create a little bit more friction in your ear canal so that they stay in there securely. Now, these aren't going to stay in your ears absolutely. What I did to test them is I took them on a 5K run because I noticed that when I was moving and bouncing around, they didn't jar or come loose or anything like that. But I found over the course of my run, as I got more and more sweaty, they would start to feel a little bit loose, and I was very apprehensive about the fact that one of them might fall out eventually. Now, keeping with that same idea, a major issue that I had while running with these or exercising with these is that they rely on touch controls. So while touch controls are usually a very nice feature to have with earbuds because you don't really have to think about it, you can just touch one. Once you have the muscle memory down, you can play pause, forward, backwards, volume up, volume down, all those great things, but once you start to exercise, get a bit sweaty, so your fingers might be a bit moist, or perhaps because it's an IPX6 rating, you're wearing them out in the rain, that's when the touch controls start to get a little bit annoying. They don't really work as well as having a physical button or a capacitative touch such as your AirPods Pro. Now, looking at a huge positive in terms of the practicality of the PaMu Slide Minis, you're able to take just the left one out and use that. If you're somebody like me who, when I'm just wearing these around the house for a phone call, whatever it might be, I just like to have the left one in, whereas most people I know prefer to have just the right one in. So this gives you that option to do either or. Maybe one isn't charged up, so you just want to use the other one during your workout, whatever it might be. You have all those options afforded to you. Now, moving on to the most important part, and that is the sound. So while these earbuds are mostly tuned towards having a nice punchy bass, if you're not able to create that perfect seal using the provided ear tips, then you're gonna have some trouble in achieving that bass. Number one. Another issue that I had in terms of the overall sound, probably again because of that lack of an effective seal, was that the volume for me wasn't high enough. So I tried it with my iPod, I tried it with my Note 10 Plus, and I tried it with my iPhone just to see if I can get different levels of volume that would be effective enough while working out, or even just while my wife is doing something in the same room. And I always found that it wasn't loud enough for me. And I'm not someone that suffers from hear loss. I usually don't have my headphones on maximum. I just found that these weren't loud enough for those environments, and not having established that good seal with the ear gels that are provided makes it all the more difficult to truly enjoy your music. Now, when I would put pressure on both of the earbuds and listen to it that way, mimicking that seal, then I really did enjoy the sound signature of these. So overall, the sound quality on these, like I said, is very good, but sound quality is definitely something that is subjective. So you could take my word for it, but it's going to come down to you actually trying them out yourself in order to find out if it's something that you would like. And so that's pretty much it for me. I mean, these are a pretty decent set of earbuds if you're looking to only spend that $70. Me personally, I would save up the extra 20 or 30 just to set myself up with something a little bit better in terms of the overall fit, and then also the customizability of being able to adjust the EQ settings. So thumbs up if you liked it, subs if you want to come back. Much love as always, throwing up two of them, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.